First Corinthians chapter 13, as we know, is the love chapter of the Bible. And I pray that the love chapter of the Bible, First Corinthians chapter 13, will describe your life, that you serve others with a loving attitude. But think about the day when you go actually to meet the Lord. When you breathe your last breath, we often say we have what? Passed away. And so notice in verses 8 through 10 of First Corinthians 13, it says this: love never ends. As for prophecies, they will pass away. As for tongues, they will cease. As for knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part and we prophesy in part, but when the perfect comes, the partial will pass away. We see that same term, pass away. And also notice in part. One day all revelatory spiritual gifts will be done away with, and we'll see why in just a moment and how this connects with our relationship with God now and how it will be in the future. In fact, in verse 7, love includes faith and hope, which is why we see in verse 13 that love is greater. It says, so now faith, hope, and love abide, these three, but the greatest of these is love. And so that is why right here on earth we know God partially, but we cannot know him fully. So that's why we have the Bible and why we have teachers and preachers of God's word to know and experience and enjoy a relationship with God here on earth, at least partially. But notice verse 11. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I gave up childish ways. Our life on earth is compared to childhood. Children mature, little by little. But adulthood is compared to life in eternity. Adults have a more complete knowledge of things and have grown into who they are. Even further, verse 12, it says this: for now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I have been fully known. You see, mirrors in ancient times were polished bronze and gave a partial reflection of someone, but you couldn't see yourself really well, which reflects our life on earth. But in eternity, I won't just see God. I won't just know God. I will experience a relationship with God not like looking to a bronze mirror, but I will see him face to face, which shows intimate closeness. I'll know him, the living word, fully as he already knows me better than I know myself. Yet now when we grow in loving others, this is the connection into 1 Corinthians 13. Now when we grow in loving others better, even on earth, we will know God and experience his love more now. So that's why I encourage you to love others and to love God so you can experience as close a relationship with God as you possibly can here on earth. And what better pursuit is there than that? But realize the moment you take your last breath, when your mortal earthly state passes away, or 2 Corinthians 5, your temporary tent is taken down, you will immediately go into God's presence. You will see him face to face in your immortal body, in your permanent building made by God's hands himself. One day you'll fully experience the epitome of love as God is love. So I want to encourage you, pursue love. Love God, love others, and you will experience God even more. Thank you for joining me.